You can't see me, can you? It's because I'm black. Oh, so, yeah, I'm gonna be headed down to San Diego. I'm gonna be headed down to San Diego. Obviously, it's for work. It's work related, so they're going to be paying for me, to go down there. Um, I'm thinking, because they give us like a rental vehicle, but I think I'm just going to call it in and then tell them that they can just keep the rental vehicle. That's simply because, you saw the last time, um, I don't know, I mean, it's San Diego. I think I can just drive it down there. I think I can just, I can just, I can just, I can just, fucking, be there. So I think that I'm just gonna drive. I think that I'm just gonna drive my truck. It makes everything a lot easier because, obviously I'll live in the back of my truck, so I don't have to find a place to where I can store my truck for the next. I think it's. I think it's only gonna be like 2 days, which obviously is like ridiculous, but it's like the movie that we're doing. Obviously, I can't tell you guys anything about it because I'm famous. So I can't really tell you guys. Like that's a personal thing. I could really, be showing you guys like a lot more of like my job and everything like that, but it's just like the confidentiality of like even just showing anything. It's just it doesn't feel right because I didn't earn that. I didn't go to the city and freaking apply for permits. I didn't go freaking rent a freaking scissor lift. I think I can show you guys this. It's like you guys can't even see it, but it's like a condor. What it is like a big machine that lifts people way up into the sky so they can, typically what they do is like they'll put like these huge lights on them and then they can like light up a whole area and everything like that. But you couldn't even see it. So, that's just the Paul Frazier confidentiality clause. It doesn't feel right. I could really get away with like showing like a lot more, but I'm not going to do that. The point is that I'm working for a big movie right now. I'm working for a big movie, so they're just gonna send us down there for like 2 days, and that's also like why I didn't want the rental vehicle. It was just another step. Like obviously, having a rental vehicle it helps, but in this situation, since I live in the back of my truck, it kind of got in the way and it kind of made it a little bit more difficult. So, I'm just gonna go ahead, call it in, be like, hey, I need to cancel my thing, and then they'll be able to do that for me, and then in the next video, we're going to be headed down to San Diego. Yay! Whoa, Paul, you freaking... Can you clap with one hand? I can clap with one hand. Oh, so we're going to be headed down to San Diego. Are you excited? Because I know that I'm excited. We're going to be in either a hotel or a motel. And guys, don't tell anybody. But what my plan is for San Diego... Maybe I shouldn't say this. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to fully send it. I'm going to say it. Because, I don't know if it's going to be possible, but I'm going to try. What I want to do when we get down to San Diego, I want to go to the San Diego Zoo. I really want to go to the San Diego Zoo because I swear, I think that my parents took me and my brothers, because I only have brothers, I think that they took us down to the San Diego Zoo before, but I don't remember. I don't remember, it's kind of weird how parents kind of do that because parents know that you're not really gonna remember like going to theme parks, which are incredibly expensive. Because I remember we went to the theme park, whichever theme park it was, we went down to, it was like, it had like the Elmo's World type of thing. Or was it Elmo? I think it was Elmo. And like, I kind of, because my dad, his brother, so my biological uncle brought their kids down from Alaska. They live in Alaska. I don't know why they would live in Alaska. But I remember before, like, I went on, like, I guess it's my cousin, and he's like dark skinned too. Well, he's not dark skinned. He's like, okay, my dad is white, so that's why I would say dark skinned. Like, obviously, I'm not dark skinned. I have darker skin, but like, I'm not like dark skinned, because when you see like a black person, you're like, whoa, they're very black. But I don't think I'm black. I'm half white and I'm half black. So like they're kind of like the same color as me. And we went to the theme park all together, and I remember like being there for like a little bit. Isn't that really cool that you just have, like, at least for me, I have like maybe like 20 memories of like when I was like a kid, and I can really, I can like close my eyes and really step into that moment of way back in the Debo, of way back in the Diaz, of like a moment. And I do remember being at some kind of theme park. And then also, I remember I was terrified. I was so scared. When I was younger, you could put a gun to my head and say, get on the freaking theme park ride. Roller coaster, that's what it's called. Get on the freaking roller coaster. I'd be like, fuck you. It was like, shoot me. I said, do it. Because I'm not getting on that roller coaster. I was so terrified of roller coasters, like, when I was younger. But then, my friend, like, when I was like a teenager, he offered for me to go with him and his family to, I think it was Six Flags, or like one of the ones, and we went on the extreme roller coasters. And I remember, like, it made me love roller coasters, which is pretty dope. But going back to like these, when when you're like a parent and you are just shelling out possibly $1,000, like $1,000, depending on how many kids that you have. It could be like at least $1,000 for one day, potentially even more if like you get the hotel, which, I mean, I guess, okay, I guess if you are going to do a vacation, you might as well go all out. And I would assume reserve a hotel down there, so you don't have to, because it's all on the father, right? Because the father is going to be struggling, because the boy has to drive all the way there and then spend just the longest freaking day in history walking around the theme park with the kids, and then in the hot sun, and then at the end of the day drive like 3 hours all the way back. So, I mean, I would assume, like, I mean, if you're doing that kind of vacation, you might as well shell out the freaking, $100 or whatever it is for like a cheap hotel and sleep down there. At least for me personally, with this vacation, I'm getting paid to do it, and I'm gonna get a hotel. But I'm just saying, I don't understand why parents like go on like the most expensive freaking vacations for like these kids who aren't even gonna remember it. And I'm curious, because the human being is very strange, and it kind of always does something for a reason. And I'm wondering, do they kind of do it for like if you give your kids a lot, it's kind of like, well, you owe me now. There's like those kind of people to where it's just like, oh, if I do something good for you, you have to do whatever I tell you to do. It's probably not that. But it's just like, why not just save all that money for later? To like when they're older, because like say if you have like a teenager, then maybe you can have like a whole like wait till they're like a teenager, so like maybe to when. Then again, like I was a teenager, but I don't like remember like a lot of stuff. But I'm pretty sure if you wait till like they're like a teenager and then you take them to like Six Flags or something like that, I think it will be like a lot more meaningful, because that's like, at least for like normal people, it's just like that's when it starts to like come into being, and they can like like look at you in the eye and like they're like a person and everything like that. Anywho, tomorrow is San Diego. Goodbye.